What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I am going to be bringing you my final LEGO minifigure showcase that I have to do on some LEGO figures that I shared on Instagram but that I have not yet shared on YouTube, and that is going to be the Old Guard minifigures based on the 2020 comic book film that I recently talked about on the channel like a couple months ago or like a month ago, and just a film that I really like and that I wanted to make some custom minifigures off of. Now, these are some of the most simple custom minifigures that I have designed so far, and we only have 6 to go through, so let's get started. We have the main character of the film in a way, although Niall, the younger character, does kind of take over the lead role, if that makes sense, towards the end of the film, but kind of the character that most of the film is focused on from the beginning is Andy, played by Charlize Theron. Now, this minifig is pretty simple. I just used the hairpiece from Neville Longbottom from the most recent Harry Potter minifigure series, although I'm sure it has come on other minifigures as well. The face is from Arwen from the Lord of the Rings sets, and the arms, hands, torso, and legs are all from Tina Goldstein from the Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts minifigure series from a couple years ago, because it does resemble at least one of the outfits that she wears in the film. And then, of course, for her iconic axe that is featured on the poster and that has now kind of become synonymous with most of the marketing for the film, and I believe the comic book as well, I just got a spear piece and added the 2 axe head pieces to it, and I think that really does complete the look for our protagonist in a way, Andy. Next up, we have, spoiler alert for the film if you have not seen it, kind of the traitor of the group, Booker. Now, for the hair, I was originally going to use the Peter Venkman hair, but then I realized I'd used that on a lot of minifigures recently, one of those figures being Tech from the Bad Batch. So I just decided to use this hair from one of the Rebel or Resistance troopers. I quite like the way it looks, and I think it looks rather accurate for Booker. The face is from Aragorn from The Lord of the Rings, and it's a little bit weird how many Lord of the Rings parts are being used here, like Lord of the Rings faces, I guess, but the film does kind of have a similar vibe to Lord of the Rings, especially in flashbacks, because, you know, these are like immortal people, and there's kind of a medieval spark to the film when you see in flashbacks and stuff like that. The torso is from another Rebel trooper, I believe, because he does kind of wear a tan jacket like this in the movie, I believe, and then I just gave him the jeans that I used on, I believe, what's his name? Johnny Lawrence from the recent Cobra Kai showcase, and that's pretty much it for Booker. Next up, we have the power couple from the film, in a way, Joe and Nikki, the kind of yin and yang, if you will, and it just didn't really feel right to show them off singularly because they are a single unit, if that makes sense. Now, for Joe, on the right, I used the hair from Jay from the Lego Ninjago movie, the face from Sirius Black from the Harry Potter sets, and then the Dumbledore torso from the Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts series from a couple years ago, just with a little bit of Sharpie detail on the back torso because there's no printing there, and he just has a plain kind of baby blue shirt like this in the finale of the film. So I just added a little bit of black Sharpie for some lines and wrinkles in the shirt, and then some blood because, you know, they are immortals and they can just keep regenerating, but that doesn't mean there won't be a dry blood. I just gave him dark blue legs for the jeans that he's wearing throughout the film for the most part, and then I just gave him this gun because he has a gun like that in the finale when they are fighting off the kind of soldiers or the bodyguards of evil Dudley Dursley. And then for Nikki right here, I just used the same hairpiece that I recently used on Zemo from Marty McFly or whatever other figures that hairpiece has come on. The face is from Anakin Skywalker. The torso is from Harry Potter, or at least one of the Gryffindor torsos flipped around, just with some blood splatters added once again, and then I just gave him dark blue legs as well for the jeans, and yeah, that's pretty much it for Joe and Nikki, the epic power couple from the Next up, we have the new recruit, I guess, or the kind of new immortal girl that they do recruit in the film, and that is Niall. So for the hairpiece, I used the Rey hairpiece from The Force Awakens, or Last Jedi, or I guess even Rise of Skywalker sets, I believe. The face is from Nakia from the Black Panther sets. The torso is from Black Widow from the Avengers Infinity War sets, but I replaced the arms with sand green, unlike the black originally used on that minifigure, because I wanted to make the colors a bit more consistent. And where her collar originally was, I Sharpied that black because the skin tone did not match, and it would have just kind of looked awkward if I left that there. So I kind of just kind of filled in that part there at the top with black, and I think that looks pretty cool. And then Niall does wear jeans in the film, I believe, so I just used the legs from Nia from the Lego Ninjago movie, and I know the skin tone does not entirely match because Nia has the kind of classic yellow skin tone, and this character is African American, so I just kind of had to kind of take some liberties there because I don't really like to Sharpie over that because I like to kind of keep that there for use for other minifigures in the future, but I do think that that looks pretty good for Niall's outfit in the film. And then I just kind of gave her a unofficial Lego gun. I don't believe that's Lego. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's just kind of a knockoff gun, but I do kind of like the way that looks with the minifigure. And that's pretty much it for Finally, we have our one kind of non-immortal character, although I guess, depending on what part of the film you're looking at, Andy is no longer an immortal as well. But right here we have Copley, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, and he also played Mordo from Doctor Strange. Now, I don't have the Mordo head from Doctor Strange, but if you have that head, I'd really recommend using it. But I didn't have it, so I just used kind of this young Nick Fury head and added some Sharpie for the beard, and I think that looks pretty good for Copley or for Chiwetel Ejiofor, although I don't have the head. Obviously, I think the best choice would be the Mordo head from Doctor Strange because it literally is the same actor, but I don't have it, so this is what the best I could do, just kind of the Nick Fury head with some Sharpie, and I think it looks pretty good. I used the Finn hairpiece, and then there's this torso actually looks perfect for the kind of outfit that he has in the final scene of the film, or at least the final scene that he's featured in, and this is the Harry Potter torso from, I believe it came on the Aragog's Lair set and the Hogwarts Express set from 2018, and then I just gave him plain black pants because I didn't really know what legs to give him, and that's pretty much it for Copley. Once again, pretty simple minifig, but pretty cool character, and just wanted to show him off. That said, that's pretty much it on my final custom Lego minifigure showcase on the Old Guard minifigs. Now, there aren't actually a ton of characters I can think of that I am missing. The only kind of main character that I can think of is the evil Dudley Dursley character. The film doesn't really have a huge overall cast, which I like about it. It's a very self-contained film. But the Dudley Dursley character actually kind of, in terms of his hairstyle and everything, kind of resembles Joe. Like, the hair, I would have used the exact same hair for Dudley Dursley, this kind of J hair, and I couldn't really think of a good face to use. I don't think I have the new Dudley Dursley head. If I had that, I'd probably use it, but I couldn't really think of any good parts to use for the evil Dudley Dursley character, so I just wanted to kind of make the main cast of heroes, I guess, for the film. And I think most of these turned out looking pretty good. You guys please let me know what you thought of these custom Lego minifigures. What did you think of these showcases? Do you like this style showcase, kind of with the fades and everything and the kind of more quick editing? Just whatever your thoughts are, please let me know them all in the comments below. And of course, as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.